What's going on, everybody? I'm CaptainRoBear, and this is Saved by the Spell, Game of Saving Throws, episode number 51.
Or is it that year mark? Let's go.
Good question. Is it? What's my stream title say? I don't know.
It says 51. I'm going by what's on the internet because everything on the internet is true.
Everything on the internet is true.
This is live? I had no idea this was live.
Wait, is this still live? Is this live
we were
right
practicing
now?
this first. Where's our demo run?
If radio is not getting domed by the rebroadcast icon, it's live.
Oh yeah, this block right here.
Yeah.
Wait, this block right here brought to you by rebroadcast.
Thanks, guys, for being patient with us. We tried to get our RTMP pull link that lets it show the stream on all channels, and that just wasn't happening tonight. So we abandoned ship. We cut bait. Sometimes that's what you gotta do.
Hey, you know what? When you're the most improvisational D&D on the planet,
Still can't get it. Still can't get it. Gotta go interactive first.
Well, I mean, this wasn't interactive. This was definitely improvisational. And then it finally ended up as, fuck it, we're going live.
We're going bone-ass action, dude. I took a bone-ass action to start this stream.
You and your bone-ass actions.
It's the only kind I got, my friend.
You gotta think for bony asses.
I'm gonna leave that one alone for once. I'm gonna take the advice of my father and shut my fucking mouth.
How are you gonna leave that alone? You've never
like a
left
great
it.
dad.
I'm tossing this up. This is when you spike it down. Come on.
Oh no, because the way I would spike it would not be good for this VOD.
Radio. Any announcements this week?
I love you and you and you and you and you and you and you, and thank you for, amidst all the shit that's going on in the world, you have decided to join us here for D&D on Mixer. So you know what, I love you, thank you, and we're here just like you are, and we're all doing this shit together. So thank you. That's it. That's all I got.
Rock and roll. Got announcements, Caustic?
All of us are doing Osiris. Trials of Osiris. We are being trialed by Osiris sometime this weekend.
It's Saint 14 who's calling the matches.
Yeah, but
What's going
it's
on
called
here,
the
Destiny?
trials still. He just took him over like, listen, I know it's yours, but it's mine now.
It's like the ACT. He's just proctoring it.
Yes.
I love
the exam.
I love the spice reel that they put out where you hear him say, "Welcome to the trials of Saint 14." Just kidding.
Basically, it should be that.
You're an animal.
I will be donning all of the awesome armor.
I
just want the helmet. Just give me the fucking helmet.
I want the warlock set too.
Doing.
I want the warlock set too.
We will be playing all three characters and burning as many cards as we can until we run out of shards and or glimmer.
It's going to take forever because I have at least 5,000 shards, so.
It's going to be a long weekend.
25,000 glimmer is going to be the problem.
It's fine. It's fine.
Fuck it.
I'm very confident. So, Destiny, boom, all of us, be there. Watch all of us. Cheers on, because we're going to need the luck. Is it Mudcat?
Yeah, bud.
I don't have anything. I'm just out here living.
Call that living.
Living in self-isolation.
Because you're not alive.
The coronavirus has happened and people are quarantined and his life has changed zero amount. But he's still staying from home. I'm still the one that gets the groceries. He does nothing.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up that like people are quarantined and my life has changed almost not in no way. But you know, I talk to cameras and I don't realize that I sit in rooms and talk to cameras anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dumb enough to assume that I'm still around people all the time.
You wonder, like, where were you when the pandemic happened? Doing normal stuff?
in the internet.
Well, I'm fine. I've been living prepared for this for years. We are good.
Like I told Radio when he said his neighbor's house was coming up for sale, I was like, if I moved next door, we would actually see each other less than we do now.
Probably.
It's a true statement.
Very true statement. Well, over in our land, the biggest announcement right now is if you guys are using PayPal to resubscribe to the channel, that is currently broken and will unrenew your sub. So I don't want you to lose your sub streak. And I certainly am not a big fan of losing your support. So if you guys plan on to continue supporting the show and you use PayPal, please go ahead and double check that. I very, very much appreciate it. These shows depend on that kind of support without sounding too much like PBS. But yeah, that's how this works, and that goes for Mudcat and Radio. Anybody that's used a PayPal account to resubscribe right now is currently on the fritz, and I don't like when people lose their sub streaks. I don't like it when mine have been broken either. So that's our main public service announcement for tonight. But there's also going to be another big announcement coming on Monday. I am actually going to be opening up time blocks for the very, very, very first time for hireable DM services. So, if you guys have ever wanted to run a private campaign, my services are going to be available for the first time in a calendar style setup. So,
Hot dog.
Yeah,
That's a deal.
Yeah, I will have my rates posted up, and it will be. I will not be available for homebrew, but I will be available to improvise over any module that you want, because I promise you it will. After I touch it, it will look nothing like. Oh, it'll have some bare bones in there. And I just want to let the subscribers here know, and the folks on Patreon, anybody that has been a supporter of me, if it is, as long as it is one sub or one, patron, I'm going to donate an extra free hour of my time into that session. So as long as there is one subscriber or one patron, I'm going to give back and donate 1 hour of my time to that session. It's going to be a minimum of 2 hours on our block, so I'll be doing anywhere from 2 to 4, depending on folks' budgets, and I'll have all that pricing set up and whatnot, and you guys will be able to check it out, see if that's something that you're interested in. I'm excited because I have free time, because I'm not running a bar and there's no one at my bar either. It's kind of a perfect timely spot to do it since we're all quarantined. But yeah, it'll be a one-stop shop. You will have to have absolutely nothing. I will provide everything, the same music, the same audio experience, the same Roll20, all of that together. You don't need to have a big fancy cam. Pretty much all you got to do is have a audio source that we can make workable. Now, these are going to be private games. These are not streamed. So if you think you're going up on the big screen, that is not the case. These are all going to be their own private games. But we'll get to all the little details when that gets sorted. The other big announcement is I'm onboarding a shit ton of new folks on Sunday. So people that I have wanted to work with and I've been excited about working with, but just haven't had the time to get them onboarded before we start our D&D workflow. I'm knocking out like 5 or 6 people on Sunday. So I'm going to get them all set up and ready to go. And then when it's like, hey, we got a spot over for Tormund's quest, we can bring those folks in. I'm excited about that. It'll be a lot of new audiences. Hopefully we'll have some new community members out of it. Pretty excited about that. It's been big and long time coming, so expect some new folks at least on Tormund's quest. Yeah, other than that, we're gonna play some trials. If you guys haven't, Magic, the new historic anthology has dropped. Awesome cards within that set. Those are all for historic though. They are non-standard, and I think it's maybe next week when they're actually going to have a historic queue when you'll be able to earn daily rewards with it. Pretty cool. Cards are awesome. So more fun with that as usual. We'll be playing Magic and hanging out with the folks in the community and all that jazz as we normally do throughout the week. Other than that, everything's canceled, guys. D&D is pretty much on every week now until like the fall. I don't have high hopes for GCX, man. I really don't. I think GCX is dead in the water. Once I heard Disney's gonna go down for a period of time, I just don't see it. I don't see it. It's probably gonna be too soon. Maybe if they were late July, I think they're just gonna stream it from their new studio.
Although Goth did say that publicly that GCX or no, he'll be at the Rosen resort. Anyway. So
I mean, I would, the problem is we're hanging out in the petri dish. You know,
not the pool.
Oh yeah. Oh, gotta forget. It's
Yeah.
in the pool.
Yeah.
Place.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like all my fun hood rat shit, people aren't gonna want to join in as much. But we'll see how the pandemic sorts out.
I mean,
It's supposed to slow over the summer.
yeah, but then pick back up maybe.
In
Good
the
chance.
fall.
That's
good
like,
chance West gets canceled. Good chance TwitchCon's canceled.
dude, West ain't with how crazy Seattle is right now. I don't see West happening either.
I really don't see TwitchCon happening either, but we'll see.
It's a long ways away.
Nancy's here tonight.
We've got a long ways away on that. Hey, we'll see. We'll see how shit sorts. Other than that, man, thank you to Roll20. Appreciate you guys as always. Thanks for supporting our digital tabletop. It provides the badass audio experience and all the cool visuals that you guys see. Big props to Discord this week for opening up servers for folks and making everything accessible over there. It's been really cool seeing the outpouring of different companies trying to keep people playing. I can't remember if Roll20 has done anything yet or not publicly, so I'm not going to say. I have to look at the Twitter.
I can tell you right now that we held our first Discord meeting this morning, and we had a blast, and everybody is really using the app to its full potential. I got no less than 6 memes in the 1 hour meeting that we had in the chat log. So this is, and they're all high quality. So I could say that it's really working the way it's supposed to be.
High quality memes.
I mean, all inside jokes, but all things we could laugh at while we're trying to figure out what the fuck is going on in this world.
No one knows.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Okay, so Fortman's saying that they did make a lot of their services available for free. That's awesome. I knew they did something, but I hadn't seen the official press release. So I don't want to say what is or what isn't, but I know everybody's doing their job to try to help out and get some people some social time, because us extroverts are hurting right now. Put us in your prayers. I just want to be around people. I'll be honest though, it is no different for me with a camera. Like I was telling them, I'm dumb enough to fool myself. I feel like I'm in the same room. Like I don't think it doesn't register any different with me.
That,
sir, is why
I'm
you
very happy. Oh no, I don't have to
connect
go
with everyone
outside. Oh no.
It just means my brain's dumb enough to tricking me into thinking I actually know what.
It's go outside anyway. Who wants to go outside?
So I want to go outside. I'm okay with not seeing people.
These are the questions you ask yourself. Like, does a banana burn?
It does. Just not well. Also, it's very weird. It's got a strange texture. I know all this. I'm your banana expert.
I mean,
I can send you a
Listen,
reference
we are
document.
weak right now. Now is the prime opportunity for bananas to stage their takeover of the world. So when that happens, you will all come to me and
Sorry.
thank me. So
Sorry, I started this.
you guys can just chill because I know things. I have an experiment that's going on. I know. Banana's got nothing on me.
If you want to find
a
out
lot of
more, you can just go
fire.
to Mudcat's YouTube at any point in time, and you can get the hookup on that. You could also see a banana get yeeted. Probably my favorite personal part.
Thanks.
Makes me happy.
Great cinematography. Really good camera work there.
I've never looked more like an idiot in my life.
I feel like it captured your true nature.
Oh. It's twice I've had to bite my tongue tonight.
Beautiful. It's
Are
beautiful.
you ready?
I'm always ready.
Captain, tell us what happened last week on Saved by the Spell Game of Saving Throw.
So much extra echo each time. It makes me so happy. After weeks of battle now at this point, spread out over one convention, we finally culminated in one last episode of full combat between the Sea's Ravage and Neptune's Shame. After some extreme strategery by us in the party of deciding we don't need no tank.
Either of them.
We were somehow able to survive mass tentacles for a very, very long period of time. Harshnag was cut loose from his chains in the middle of the water, which finally opened up to a final last stand where multiple people were low on HP by the end of it. We actually saw the fall of Valis for the second time due to some magic tethering the helm of the wheel of his old ship. In the end, it was the choice of Valis to save his friends and his crew above his own ship, which made all the difference as they fired cannon shot after cannon shot back into the Sea's Ravage, revealing his old crew members trapped in the glass coffins below. Freeing them and seeing the proverbial tide turn, Malachar left the helm, shedding what little bit of clothing he had left and using his last wish to become Senegal, the Kraken. And he dove off the side of the Sea's Ravage, ending the control as you guys saw the tentacles drop over this massive protective globe that has been up and over. Currently falling now back to the ground, still suspended with this large chunk of water. That's where we pick up with the rest of the group. We are still technically in turn order. All right. So.
Oh, thank God. Where did he jump off to? Everybody's just kind of collapsed, exhausted.
Malachar did go off of back of the ship.
Yes.
Whoosh.
Jumped off into the water. Is he gone for good? Please tell me he just will drown out there, right?
I'm going to hold Harshnag's turn. while this kind of all sorts out. Remember, we're still going to be in turn-based combat because you guys are now falling to the ground.
But a few of us are on the dragon. That is Cheekios.
This is correct.
So some of us are gracefully, purposefully falling. Controlled falling.
All right, Ruby, Kiki.
Both of my characters. Turns out I'm fine.
It's constant soft spot. Harshnag is going to do whatever you guys as a group will tell him to do. Ruby, is there anything specific on your turn? As you can guys see yourself in slow motion. This is like Final Fantasy Remake. Max Payne. Buying yourself seconds as you can see both of these ships in free fall.
It's a panic moment. Not ready for that kind of Do we still see the Kraken's tentacles?
No, they peeled off and fell, withered back down into the ocean.
Okay. I'm gonna just grant both Cheekios and nope, just Cheekios, because I have none of my other spell slots are available. So at the second level, I'm gonna grant heroism, just as a thank you for being a hero and saving and granting him that spell. So you're imbued with bravery, and you get an additional hit point if you need to.
Hell yeah, dude! I'll take anything.
Cool. It is yours.
All right. Histor, you were near the helm. Just to recap.
Yep. I'm not so much caring about the helm. It's not my ship. I do see my bash brother in front of me though, and I feel us falling. So I'm going to move over to him. Harshnag, it's gonna sound real fucking weird, but I need you to hold on to me as tight as you can.
Well, hold me closer, Tony Dancer.
and as Harshnag grabs a hold of me, I'm going to grab Rug and activate that ring of featherfall I'm wearing of Emmery's to try and slow us down.
The stolen fall ring. I've forgotten about it.
Oh my god, a hold Harshnag.
That's I'm not looking to hold permanently. I'm just looking to slow our descent, because with the other part of my turn, I'm gonna hop on comms. Cheekios, listen, you big fucking dragon. I need you to grab Harshnag, because he's got me, and I don't think I can hold us both here.
All right. Cheekios has heard.
I mean, I've done all I can with my turn.
Oh, everybody's got a 1d6 inspiration.
Woo! Let's go. Thank you, guys. That comes in handy in situations like this.
Can I actually retroactively, now that I think about it, to make Cheekios' load lighter, can Ruby put on her squirrel suit and soar the rest of the way down on her own?
Yeah, I mean, you can have your squirrel suit, so you could abandon if you need to at any point in time.
Put on my squirrel suit. I can handle it from here, okay?
But you can't if we need to go further back up. You're only going to go down and into the water.
Maybe I'll catch a breeze that catches me up.
Going for more Kraken balls. Eyeballs.
Going for it. Let's hope I don't have to go up.
Was Kiki or Ruby the sack ripper, third of her name? I can't remember at this point.
That's Kiki.
That was Kiki. Okay.
Because she's that height, like it's unreachable.
Yeah. That's what I figured, but it was like 4 weeks ago, so it's a little hazy. That was a hazy episode.
There were a lot of things torn off during that episode. Kiki just went for the balls.
Valis, you're over on Neptune's shame.
Let's see. He's not gonna take any actions per se, but I don't think anyways. Hey, hold on. Oh, since when does Valis have arcane recovery? Just now noticing this. He's going to he's just gonna look at Emmery and say, "Get everyone back on the ship." He's gonna point to the compass in Emery's pocket. Now's the time. And that's it. He's gonna tell Emmery to tell everyone to get back to the ship.
Everybody roll a perception check.
$16.
19 and 13.
Cheekios is focused on the task at hand. All right. Histor, you have taken a look to the sky. Anybody that's 15 or above, you've seen that Dante is still in a holding pattern up above this globe. You haven't been able to see it because you've been enclosed for so long.
Ruby starts like waving. Well, she's in her squirrel suit. So she's just going like this, I guess. Dante, come get us. Come pick us up. She's yelling. I don't want to yell into my mic, but you get it.
All right.
So I gotta wait till my turn to initiate conversation on that visual, don't I?
No, you can go ahead. You can go ahead and relay it. Retcon.
I'm going to open mic and yell at Harshnag.
Dante's up above us. He's still got the cloud. He's in a holding pattern. Harshnag, how do we get this fucking dragon to pick this boat up so we don't die to this kraken?
All right. Into Valis's turn. Kiki, still good with being on Cheekios.
Mm-hmm. She's a little afraid of heights right now, so she's holding on to his dragon ears, just like terrified at the top of his head, holding on like, it's okay. It's okay.
It's been so tough up until this point.
I know. She can handle being on the ship up high, but up on a dragon is terrifying for her. I don't like it.
All right.
Histor, I'm picking you up at Harshnag. We're going to the other boat. First.
So on my turn, I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna snatch up both of you. I got one in each claw.
I mean, technically, he's holding on to me, so.
One big daisy chain.
One big daisy chain.
All right.
Dragon holding a giant, holding a dragonborn. So, I mean, essentially, we have a giant sandwich.
All right. How much distance we got here? That's gonna be a 3-hour tour. That's gonna take me 2 turns, definitely, to get there.
What if, as a reaction, Emmery casts Featherfall on everybody?
I mean, Harshnag and I should be lighter because of Featherfall.
I mean, that ring's only for you, but
it's still a good backup plan, but we need one vessel.
yeah, I would just mean for like you to move them if they were feather falling.
It's just like my sheer movement speed. Like, I can carry the load. It's just my sheer movement speed of getting over there. It'll take the second turn.
You don't have a dash card for that fucking Cheekios? Somebody get Cheekios a dash card, please.
You know what? I'm glad you said that, because I may actually have one.
Emmery's gonna cast Featherfall on everyone anyway as a reaction.
How kind.
That charger's out there somewhere.
Emmery the generous.
The charger?
I
believe it's charger.
I have it on other
generous.
characters, but I don't on. I just have one arcane recovery and one relentless.
Oh no! Come on! Somebody get Cheekios that fucking charger card. DC 16. One of you 70s has got it. I'm sure.
Hey, we're gonna pass by the gin at least. Doge on the camera. All right.
She's not really here.
Are any of us really here?
No.
No.
All right,
Or are we?
Emmery. Now that we're over this side, we're probably close enough now for you to cast Featherfall on all of us. All right.
Yeah, it's a 60-foot range.
60-foot range. Yeah, we're all close enough now. Do you have a person limit?
5.
Okay, 5. Gotcha. All right. As Emmery begins conjuring Featherfall, and the load gets a hell of a lot lighter at this point. You can feel your buoyancy just a little bit. Anything else for your turn, Emmery?
That was the bonus action. I'm gonna pull out the conch and the both sides of the conch and the compass, and Emmery's gonna hold his action to put those pieces of the conch together until everyone's on the boat. But he's gonna look at Valis and say, "I don't know where I'm going." And then I'll also say, "It doesn't really matter right now."
It'd be best if we don't use either right now while they have control of the sea.
All right. You guys are unaware of where Malachar is at this moment. Harshnag still doing the Bash Brother thing.
Hold me closer, tiny dragonborn.
Ruby, anything else for you at the end of this turn?
As she's doing her squirrel suit, slowly drifting down, she's glancing around and watching the waters.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
That is going to be a 27.
27. What's difficult about this whole scenario is that you're literally dropping with a chunk of water that's above the actual surface of the water.
Ugh.
So you can't ascertain what is down below where Senegal was at before, but you can, just looking at the horizon, at the edge of where this water globe came up, the sea is very dark.
Oh.
Looks almost pitch black.
Oh no. I don't think we can stay here. We need to get out of here now. End scene.
All right. Histor at the top of the round here.
Histor being the third in the chain of this this dangling.
Before you go,
Yeah.
you guys have 2 more turns, it looks like, before impact.
Oh, what the fuck am I doing? dangling third in the line, closest to the water, looking and seeing the gen still floating out in front of me. Histor's gonna just shout, "Hey, Jannar, now that you're free, get your ass over to this ship. We could use your help beating fucking Malachar. And if you can hold this thing above the water, that'd be nice too. We can wait for our fucking cloud to pick us up." And he's looking down and seeing the water and then the water.
It's a fucked up experience.
That's all I got. I mean, just sitting here dangling. I'm just making a plea to Jannar.
Roll a persuasion check.
Well, don't take that +6. It's 26. No, excuse me, 25. It was a 19.
25. This is not for Jannar because he does not know. Who has the lamp?
Cheekios.
Cheeky. Oh,
Dragon.
All right. I cannot produce that at this moment, so I cannot assist you in that persuasion check.
And Kiki, can you tell Kiki to go to your pockets?
Unfortunately, there is no dragon pocket that I have where you can go and get that bad boy at the moment.
Should you look for pockets and be disappointed? I don't know. That's not a pocket.
No pocket.
It is
Not a wallet.
Dragon marsupial.
I mean, he wasn't there, so only Ruby would know that he has the lamp, right?
That's true. She would have no clue.
All right, what did you roll on that persuasion check?
25.
25. That is noted.
Okay.
Valis.
Valis is still in on this idea with Emmery that they gotta use the conch, so he's actually gonna climb his way up the falling ship, and as Emery's pulling shit out, and he's gonna put his hand on the compass, gonna grab the compass back from him.
Emmery
Try to
did
assist.
hear me over the intercom say that we should not use the compass now.
I mean, Emmery heard you, but Emmery wasn't talking to Cheekios, so how is Cheekios gonna know that? He was talking to Valis.
No, I that was based off of the water down below. That's it. Just relaying the information that the water is completely inked below us.
Yeah, I'm still just I mean, you're perceiving Emmery with the compass? Is that what the deal is?
What's that?
Were you perceiving Emmery with the compass? Is that what the deal was?
No, I just relayed the information on the intercom.
Ah.
It is yours to do what you wish.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Emery's still gonna prep the conch. Having heard he's gonna prep it just in case. Leaving the option open. He's not putting them together, but he's not putting it down. And Valis is just gonna look at him and say, "What the fuck are you waiting for?" And Emery's just gonna look at him and say, "Just hold on." And that'll be it.
All right. Kiki, still tucked up on those dragon ears.
Have we landed yet? Just like trying to do slow breathing.
I have a hyperventilating monkey in my ear. I like how Cortana came to the Chief came to the rescue. All of it.
They're very panicky for me. Sorry. Very concerned with my well-being.
I don't know if Mom was acting or not. I can't tell.
I've got 2 medical dogs.
Do we get a treat for that?
No.
I'm gonna look over at Yanar. Yanar, as I see it, there's only 2 choices, and we are the ones with your lamp now. You should come with us. There's nothing left for you on that ship. I'm gonna roll a persuasion check. No advantage, because he doesn't know if I have the lamp or not. 16? All right. The rest of our turn, we're gonna be able to make it back on to the Neptune shame. All right. Before the end of Cheekios' turn, Harshnag, however you got a hold of Dante the last time, you need to do the same. All right. Emmery, it is your turn.
He's gonna look over at Cheekios, who just landed, since Cheekios told him not to use a compass, and he's just gonna look at him and say, "I don't really have a lot of a choice here," and he's just gonna hold that action for the last possible second.
Got it. You guys still don't see Malachar. All right. On Harshnag's turn, he's going to pull out a very well-ordained horn. Massive Viking horn with large carvings down the side, both runic and representative of what looks like war and peace on either side of it. Ruby, it is your turn.
She's a little bit alarmed at the sound, and it jars her, not expecting it. And so she just instinctively, she's just gonna pull out both of her weapons. Just slightly terrified. What was that for? What are you summoning? And she'll, I don't know really what I can do. Yeah, she'll go ahead and end her turn there. Just up with high defenses.
All right.
You should give us a heads up before you do that.
I'm gonna retcon one moment there on Harshnag's turn after he gets done blowing the horn.
Histor, my brother. When that castle drops, I'm going to need your help.
Just looking at him concerned, like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
That's eyes.
What the fuck am I supposed to do?
All right. Anything else for your turn, Histor?
I'm gonna hold any action pending pending any further instructions from fucking Harshnag. I mean, there's not really a lot I can do right now.
Yeah, I'm just giving you guys a chance. If there's anything you want to cast, these are the times to do it.
What, you think I've got spell slots at this point?
You think we have anything left? There are no spell slots. We've used everything.
Just being courteous.
I'll just use Arcane Recovery. I'm all good.
Well, happy fucking Christmas to you, sir.
I just got a 5th in the first level spell back.
Let me just use Dominate Person on the fucking water to see if I can get the next sea god.
I did get a 5th level spell back, so maybe I can.
I'm going to use my 9th level spell, Dongitude. All right, Valis, it is your turn.
Balls is just still just I'm gonna be trying to go along with the plan that he thinks is the course of action. So he's still holding that compass, but he's just gonna yell at Emmery and say, "What the fuck are you waiting on, you idiot?" That's that's gonna be his turn.
All right. Kiki still holding on, or have you ventured up?
She's kind of like knocking on his head, like as if it was a front door. Like, why don't you just wish us to be out of here?
I don't have the wishes.
I don't want to be here anymore. She's gonna bury her face back into like that niche between his ear and his head. Just tell me when it's all over. Thank you for your concern.
Overhearing Harshnag.
While I'm in dragon form, I will help you, Harshnag. Emmery, we're going to try to get into Cloud Castle's net. We fail. Use a conch and a compass.
Emmery, it is your turn.
Emmery is there with the hands on the conch and one hand on the compass. As Valis has got a hand on the compass, he's still just holding for the last possible second. And if we don't get caught by the cloud, he's gonna put that conch together and think of a nice place to go.
All right. On Malakar's turn, I want everybody to roll a perception check.
Mine is a 14.
21 and an 18.
21 and a 12.
Now, as we've been falling, getting closer to hitting the actual ocean. The water beneath us is kind of split up, where you guys can see through now. Where it once was an endless expanse of black ink ocean is now a mixture of blood red and darkness.
That doesn't look good. That doesn't look good. Do you see that? Someone do something. Oh, my dogs, not you.
Okay, Mom, I will do it right now.
Who is she next to? Like, who can she touch? Like, is it just Cheekios? Trying to figure out like where she's just gonna hit. Like, do something. That doesn't look good. We can't stay here.
Histor, Cheekios. When that net drops, I need you to grab each a piece. We're going to swing out and up underneath this boat. But I'll need all three of you.
As long as you don't kill Hollis, we'll fucking do it.
All right. After Ruby's turn, it's going to instigate multiple rolls of trying to grab onto the edge of this net that is now descending down from the cloud castle as it's lowered. 3 distinct long pieces of that ethereal rigging. Clear cut. Cheekios will be on the far right. Histor, you will be in the middle. Harshnag will be on the far left. Ruby, it is your turn.
Okay. Can she see this and try to go for it?
Does she see what and try to go for it?
Like the stuff coming down.
No. Since it's gonna hit my turn before it rolls over,
Okay.
can I use my held action right now?
Yeah.
Since I have one of the ballast balls with me, can I throw it to Ruby and tell her to shoot the fucking Sea's Ravage?
Ballast ball was used last time.
We already used the ballast ball?
Yeah.
Because I don't have that on my I don't have that on my sheet. When did we use it?
100% used it last time.
Okay, never mind. That's it.
Never used it.
Way to ruin all the fun, Mudcat.
Sorry. Okay, I can retcon my talking if you want.
No, I honestly I didn't mark it down. All I had was weary balls and 1 ballast ball left. But if you used it,
Yeah, the ballast ball's what hit, and when he discovered it was his old crewmates.
that was the one that he used to discover his old crewmates. All right, never mind. I'm just gonna fucking let that one go. Go ahead.
Right.
Sorry.
All right. Then I get this point, she's just going to take her action to get closer to her teammates. Does anybody need health?
Wallace is like half health.
Okay. She'll go ahead and touch Valis and cast Cure Wounds at the 2nd level. Let's see how much health he gets.
Right.
Not a lot. You get 8. 8 points of healing.
I'll take it.
She'll put her paws on his shoulders. It's not much, I'm sorry. But it'll be something. And she'll cast Cure Wounds on him. I'm just glad you're here with us.
A lot of good it's gonna do if we all die. Just looking at Emmery.
Well, then do something. She'll look at Emmery too. She sees Val as like as if she sees him looking at Emmery, and she looks at Emmery like he's supposed to do something. She doesn't know what's going on.
All right. At the start of this, you can see the ethereal ring dropping down.
Alright, it's time to go.
I need an acrobatics check. As we're all three gonna jump off over the edge and grab onto the rigging, we are going to swing out and go up and underneath.
Oh, baby.
Good luck.
Minus 21.
Oh yeah, I get to roll with the dragon. Hell yeah. That's a 19 for me. Parsnags. Oh god, that 2 was up there way hard. That's a 17. All right. As the big boys, the three heaviest members at this point in time, the ones that need the most momentum. As we jump off to the side, you see all of us grab that ethereal rigging, swinging out, Sloth and Goonie style. Hey, you guys!
Rocky Road.
Sliding down. I need a dexterity saving throw from each of us, as it looks like we really need to duck to get underneath this shit.
16.
16 for Cheekios too.
Oh, shit. Oh, god damn. That plus 3
Oh.
dex sucks.
I am rolling my inspiration for Harshnag. Let's go, baby. That is a 5. That is a 16. The DC was a 15.
Oh no.
As we come in. Oh!
Sketchy as fuck, bro.
Real close. Heads shaving the edge of the bottom of this boat. As you even get like a barnacle and a small hermit crab like latches onto the side of you like an earring, like you're a lost boy.
Can I have it hanging from the
Totally.
half-chopped ear that I have?
Swinging, maintaining this, cresting back up to the other side. Now we need to make a strength check.
That's what I was hoping for.
I can do that.
That's what I was hoping for.
Right.
It's the 26 for me. Strength is high with this guy.
This is a 29 from Harshnag.
Oh shit! Fuck Harshnag. God damn it! He's always got to show me up. Goddamn giants.
I mean, hey, it makes you feel any better. Cheekios has got a 31. So.
Oh shit!
What?
Fucking giant ass dragon.
Strongest man.
Thinking he's a badass, but he's the low man on the totem pole. Poor Histor.
So I'd set this at dirty 20. And Ruby, you're one of the first people that can see this on the other side as you see them flying up and over the side of the ship.
Is that normal?
We need to make
What is that?
an acrobatics check to land and then one for us to pull.
Oh god, this is a teamwork.
All right.
She's gonna take a running start at this.
Oh, Harshnag's got a rough landing. That's a 5. Harshnag's totally eating shit when he comes around. Oh no! Cheekios got a nat 1.
Oh god, Cheekios is out.
Am I the only one who's gonna stick this at a fucking 12?
It was a 10 to be competent. We're smashing into the ground.
I was running up to try to help catch them stupidly. I got you. And then as you get closer, oh fuck.
Cheekios and Harshnag both have disadvantage.
Even with me catching one. I'm gonna be a dead cat soon when they land on me.
So all we need to do is make a strength maneuver. So it's another strength check to be able to run this ethereal. It's got to touch another piece of that cable.
All right, strength roll. Here it goes.
This is another dirty 20.
It's 18 and 9. That'll get it done then.
Cheekios and Harshnag are gonna have disadvantage. I'm gonna public roll them.
No, I hate this. Oh my god, I hate it. 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 This fucking dice are terrible.
All right. I have a strength saving on Cheekios is a plus 12. Harshnag's is a plus 9.
We're looking for dirty 20s or above.
Dirty 20s are above. Here comes Harshnag's first roll.
That'll get it done.
Oh, what the heck? I don't see the overlay.
I'm not seeing the rolls.
15 for the first one, 17 for the second one. So however you're locking it in, I'm just reading it out of chat. I didn't see the overlay either.
Where the hell did my overlay go?
While you guys are doing that, my dogs are crying. I gotta go take care of them real quick.
Has the dice not been there all night?
I don't even know if I've seen the cards.
Yeah, I haven't either. You might need to refresh your cache on the source.
Yeah.
You got those logged in chat though.
Yeah, thank God we got the chat log. All right, now we're back. I was wondering. Oh, a 4.
Wait, no, you already rolled 2. They're back in the fucking chat log.
They have disadvantage. That was Harshnag.
Oh
on
no!
the first.
Shit! Ouch! I forgot about the disadvantage. No.
All right.
17 for the 4.
So 16. So Cheekios is actually going to struggle the most. All right. We have to overcompensate now. The dragon is the one. We're trying to pull that slack to get him up there to attach the last facet. We have one more strength check left. The DC is 22.
Straight roll?
Yeah.
Anything but a nat 1. Oh, thank God.
Let's go, baby! Let's go! That is a 9.
25.
Harshnag's is a 28. Both gonna pull extra on your side and pull Cheekios dragging up to where it latches onto the third piece. As it clicks into place.
Oh my god, I thought we were gonna die.
We had to make a lot of checks on that.
Thank God it was checks in everything that I was proficient in and had a shit ton of points on.
Oh my god.
With the exception of Dex. Dex was the weak point. Dex was the weak point.
We all ate shit on that fucking the top of the deck. All right. As that latches together. Securing the vessel. Moments before, as you guys can feel, as you're still falling, you can hear the water hit the rest of the ocean. You guys all rush to a side of the Neptune shame. And as you look down, you can see that the sea is completely blood red. And then all of a sudden, you see a massive yellow eye that blinks and opens up. And you can see that yellow as the veins in between it fades to orcish green. As you guys begin to lift back up slowly, you begin to see large green tentacles make their way up out of the ocean. Still gaining altitude. Water dripping down below. As we raise up above, you can feel the wind in the area pick up and swirl as there seems to be storms on the horizon. Lightning crash on the edge. You guys lift up and away. But you can see a massive green kraken in the spot that you were just at.
Ooh, teacher, can I ask a question?
Yes.
Where's Yondar?
Question.
Good old genie.
Where's our Jen?
Don't know yet, because he's been looking at the water.
Can I look for the Jen?
But as long as we have his vessel, we can summon him anytime.
Oh.
Sorry, I had to buy time. I hadn't rolled for him yet.
Expose.
As you look up to the front of the vessel, you can see a very exhausted Yondar sitting on the front steps. As you guys lift up and away. As you look down below, you can see those tentacles heading back towards Saltmarsh.
Shit. Fucking of course.
It is nothing. And at this point, I'm going to drop my dragon form. I'm sorry. I was not expecting to hit the deck that hard.
Hey, Cheekios. Shit happens. We're in the air. That's all that matters.
Do you think
Besides-
anybody's left alive over there? She's peering over the edge, kind of digging her claws a little bit into the
I almost hope that
side.
no one else is alive.
We
'Cause
can't help them, can we?
I look back over at Ruby. There are some fates worse than death.
Yeah, like being Malakar's shitheel now that he's the Kraken.
And you guys look down and you can see the sea's ravage is now broke into. Mast snapped off. Slowly sinking down into that reddish sea.
Kiki is going to walk over to Valis and kind of pull on like the hem of his coat to get his attention. Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, of course I'm feeling okay. Just angry with this idiot. Point at Emmery.
But you're not sad about losing her?
The ship?
Yeah.
All that matters is the crew is free now. It's just a boat.
You're right. I'm sorry. I forgot.
Said the crew is free now. What do you mean?
When Emmery blew a hole in the side, I could see the bodies of our former crew trapped below.
Oh my.
That's where they were?
I don't know why or how, but
How?
they spoke to me briefly.
Malakar must have spent a lifetime hunting your old crew down.
They've been trapped there this whole time?
I don't know. I don't know how long they've been there or how they got there, but now that ship is destroyed, it's for the best.
She's going to climb up to his shoulder and sit there and watch in quiet as the ship burns to the side. I hope they're happy. I hope they're safe now.
They were never happy.
They were
Well.
never probably safe either. But they don't have to deal with that dickhead anymore.
Whatever fate awaits them now is probably better than the one they were living.
I hope so.
While all this is going on, Histor's gonna move over towards Jandar. He doesn't know if it's gonna work because his connection's been severed, but he's gonna try and lay on hands to help give him a little strength.
And at first you're worried that it's not.
Very worried.
But I like an old stingray. It takes a second, but it fires right back up.
Hands once again start to glow with a familiar white light. Places them on Yondar, pushing that healing energy into him. As he lays exhausted on the deck, he's going to pull him to his feet. You did good. Malakar's a son of a bitch. But you're free of his shit now. And you're with us.
There's no doubt. He is a huge piece of shit.
He takes your hand willingly.
Thank you. All of you.
Cheekios comes over and I think I have something of yours. He hands him back the lamp.
Does that really set you free?
You have no idea just how long it's been. Since I've been able to hold this. My own personal hell.
Well, now that you hold it, can anyone else use it against you?
Oh, plenty still could.
How does that cycle break for you?
And you can see he starts to manipulate his hands around it. As he does, that lamp shatters.
It's gonna
And
hold his hand
disintegrates.
to his face. Well, I think you've answered that question. No more binding for you, huh?
At least for a few more lifetimes. And Emmery,
The only
Ruby,
He calls out over to both of you.
thank you for holding your end of the bargain.
It was the least we could do. There's nothing fun about that. Don't know how long I was in there, but it was incredibly uncomfortable, and I don't want anybody to have to deal with that.
Emmery's just gonna look over, and he's been holding these two halves of this conch, and it's been like pulling itself together, and he's been fighting it. And he's just gonna collapse and on the deck with his arms spread apart. He's going, yeah, no problem. It's all good.
So what will you do with your freedom?
I think somewhere dry is in order. Ruby, as I promised, you need only save my name. As you use your wish.
Oh, that's a lot of pressure. I don't have to do that now, right?
No,
Like, we can just talk
And
later.
and I suggest that you don't.
Okay, good.
Guard.
Mm.
And wisely.
Well,
But it will be there for you when you need it.
I am very wise, so I think I will wait. Yes. But also know this is a big pressure, and I understand you're giving a great gift. So if you need anything, you are also welcome to visit us. Unfortunately, saying my name does not make me appear, so that doesn't work both ways. But
I have the
no,
means.
you can find us. You're fine, and so it will be okay if you come visit us again sometime. You're welcome to, if you want to. It's no pressure. We won't be hurt. I have no feelings whatsoever. But if you wanted to, you're welcome to see us again.
Appreciate your hospitality.
Hey, Yondar, if you're looking for a little excitement since you're set out on your own, you happen to find yourself in Waterdeep, go see our friend, Lord Zelron Roaringhorn. He throws one hell of a party. He's an old mage, and he knows how to live.
I will take you up on that offer.
Just tell him
I will
Mr.
seek-
Faust sent you.
I will seek out this Lord Roaringhorn. I could use a drink.
It's also a little pudgy bastard that runs his kitchen. He makes really good cinnamon buns, but don't fucking tell him that. It'll make his head big.
Also, he's an asshole.
If he makes cinnamon buns, that is not the only thing as big.
Valis is gonna be still looking over the railing at the ship and presumably, can I still see the Kraken from here?
It's getting smaller, but yeah, you can see that the Kraken seems to be surrounding the port area of Saltmarsh.
Still gonna be staring off over at the Kraken, and then he's gonna kind of turn his head slightly and just say, Jin, what have you done to Malachar?
It wasn't his choice, you know that, right?
I didn't ask if it was his choice. I asked what he did.
He wanted to become Senegal.
What does that mean?
So he has.
Like become one with him? Or do we have two Senegals now? A Senegal.
As I have said, RoBear, be careful what you wish for.
Ah,
If you made him a god, then how do we beat him?
Senegal is already a god. Remember, gods are only as strong as the people that believe in them.
oh, I like how that guy thinks. That means we can kill him. So we just have to kill all his followers, right? You kill all his followers, no one believes in the god. Ta-da! Senegal is weak, we take his other eye, we stab it a bunch of times, and then we kill him. The first stabbing was just for fun. It's not necessary, but I would enjoy it greatly.
I like your gumption.
That I have a lot of
RoBear.
too. Along with wisdom, in case we're all keeping track.
They are now stuck inside the same physical form.
Oh,
But Malachar is stronger because more people believe in him.
is actually pretty good for us, right? Like, this is, if we kill it, it's a 2-for-1 deal. Am I visioning this wrong? This sounds like so much easier. Like, we don't have to kill 2 guys.
You don't know Malachar the way I knew him.
I don't know. Who believes in him? Who did he get to follow him? You know him so well.
Malachar only ever cared about himself. He would do nothing. There was nothing he wouldn't do to achieve any end that he desired. And he attracted the worst kind of people. The kind of people that only care about blood and gold.
He speaks the truth. I have seen what he has done. The difference now, Varus, is that people now seem to be willing to believe and trust in anything. They do. I've seen him.
And now he has the power of a god.
He has followers. He will be strong. You will need to fight him in another way.
Surely you must have a weakness now. Something you know of. You created this.
You know more of Malachar than I do. Maybe when that time comes, you'll have your answer.
Alice is just gonna turn back to look at the ocean and the tentacles, the distance.
Question. This is me not knowing much about Tentacle Boy. So, is he stuck in the water, or do we have to worry about him crawling on land and evolving and coming after us? Or as long as we avoid the water, we'll be okay for a while.
Unfortunately, we're going to go right back into the water again.
Wait, what? Who said this? This was not a plan that I approved.
This is why we have the conch and Valus and his compass. Ruby, we are headed to the bottom of the maelstrom.
Emmery's gonna sit up with the conch and say, "Don't look at me. I was gonna take us to Nightstone."
That's nice. It's probably very nice this time of year.
Yeah, I was gonna put us right down in that moat.
That would have been fucking awesome.
There's so much further to go back.
Oh my. We've been waiting there for 3 weeks for the Cloud Castle to make its way back over. Camp Nightstone. God, what?
Speaks.
Retconic, let's go all the way back.
Let's just start this whole thing over. Wipe everyone's memories.
Emmery spends 3 weeks wiping the bar again.
I mean, technically, you could still take us there if you wanted to.
Don't need now.
No, we're just there for a week on a party barge, just getting drunk.
Drunk in the moat. Hi, y'all been to the Neptune shame and had these drinks? We got a brewer on board and make number 2 ale like you never seen.
Hey, spread your cheeks. I want to see if you got a coin in there.
Rip nighty.
Kiki's getting a little scared of this conversation.
Yes,
going to hide
this whole
behind
conversation
Valus.
was in.
Very uncomfortable. Why do they open people's butt cheeks?
Don't ask.
Did you open butt cheeks?
Don't let him fool you. He might have peeked in 1 or 2 with old Nightcock.
Oh, you guys touched butt cheeks?
They were dead. They were dead at the time. I mean, it seemed like a good
that's
place.
not better. You're into dead butt cheeks.
I mean, you know, you can get your prison wallet. Where you gonna stash it?
Oh
Yes.
gosh. Oh my
She
gosh.
is not wrong.
Don't look at me. I had to die to get away from these guys.
But at least you came back to me.
But do you think it was better before or after you died, Faust?
The old muscle wizard.
I'm still deliberating.
Since you have more days to deliberate now.
Slowly
By
but
the
surely,
way, oh, sorry.
you guys have been feeling the ratcheting of the ship making its way closer up to the actual cloud.
What is up there, by the way? Where are we going?
Home. At least the closest thing that all of us have ever had to home.
What does
How
it
long have
mean
it
to
been?
have a home?
I'm sorry, I cut out.
What does it mean to have your home?
It's the only place that we've been. Well, I can't say we've always been safe there, but that would be a lie. We've just always regrouped there. It's where after we've gotten our ass kicked, we've slept there a lot. We built a few things. We met a cloud giant who took an interest in us at one time. This was his home. Now it's kind of our estate. You should see what Ruby has built there.
Oh, you'll love it. It's nice. I did an excellent job and I made it really tall and everybody has a space. I'll make you a space too. You'll get your own spot because we don't share here. So everybody will get their own spot and you'll love it. It'll be
Best
very
cat
nice.
house you've ever seen.
It's not
It's got a great art installation too.
That's true. Actually, it is. Of the late owner, it's very nice quality, but it's a nice, respectable home. You're going to love it. Trust me, it'll be your new home. And she'll pat Kiki on the head. We'll just make you a smaller room. You don't need a big one.
At this point, the mast now has been raised up through the cloud. We got about 2-3 feet of headroom. Harshnag's head is actually in the cloud.
I really hope I am not anywhere near your piss cloud.
We need to have a designated spot for that.
You really think at this point in time we would?
Well, just don't shit in the cloud. Last time Cheekios did that, we got air elementals we had to deal with, and then of course Yancy Ben decided to fuck with us.
Yes, that was a mess.
Wait, you talking about the Yancy Ben fight or the shit all over the air elemental's face?
All of it. And it all started because of you all, because you're uncivilized and you poop wherever you want. It's just not right. It's not appropriate.
Wait.
Hey, I still wash my legs when I take a shower, all right?
When was the last time you took a shower?
His sister pauses for a second and goes, I'm kind of due. Actually, I'm really due.
You've always smelled bad to us, so I
Like,
don't
considered
notice the
I spent-
difference.
Third of my life with pig shit under my scales. I'm not worried about that right now.
Ugh.
You've encountered John C. Ben. Prince of
Yeah.
Air.
Yes?
Couple
Where
of
was
times.
I?
Sacrificed
not
to
me.
myself to him once. Almost beat him the second time. And then took my friend the third.
He wasn't very friendly to us. Let's put it that way. Also, we want to kill him too. So it looks like there are a number of gods on our list, which is fine.
I can't believe you're alive.
Honestly, neither can I.
Well, I can. I knew I'd be fine. What?
You were fine when I shoved you and Cheekios in a goddamn portal.
Well, we would have been fine even if you hadn't, because Cheekios was going to do that anyway.
Barely forgiven you about that anyway.
See, we would have been fine.
No, you would have been dead.
I would have been dead. Fine. I've died plenty of times.
Oh,
What?
now you've died plenty of times.
Well, yes, but so what?
I still remember you stealing fucking potatoes out of corpses in Nightstone. So don't tell me about being the great adventurer that you are.
Listen, adventurers love potatoes. Everybody knows this, and it's great sustenance. Don't get mad at me because I know how to live.
Kitty, you're green, or you were. But now you've lost a leg. You've lost friends. You're battle hardened. These are things you learned from life. These are experiences you had.
Oh my
You're a lot
god,
better
you're
off.
not my dad. You know that, right? Ugh.
I'm not
You're like
trying to give you a
lecturing
lecture.
me.
Not trying to give you a lecture. I'm just showing you from when we met you to this point right here as we float in a goddamn ship above the ocean with a sky castle about to come into our face. You've come a long way.
Are you complimenting me? The great Histor, war hero, is complimenting me?
Ruby, I've given you multiple compliments. And you know what? Yes, you did good.
Aww. I'm going to keep this in my memory. Let me think about it for a while so I can capture it.
It doesn't mean you're not an asshole.
That's fair. I like to be both.
You want to play race up the mast to see who can get it onto the clouds first?
Can you even climb still? You're so old.
Histor bears his claws out of his hands. Say when.
Go. I am going to use my boots that allow me to run along anything. And I'm going to use that to run up that very easily.
You son of a bitch.
All right, it's a straight roll off. She gets advantage and you don't.
All right, fine. Fuck it.
I might even use inspiration if I need it.
Just straight D20 roll, no modifiers, no acrobatics, no athletics.
Nope, straight roll off.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
I have to use my inspiration.
Fuck me, it's an 11.
Well, good, because my highest was 11, but I used my inspiration on it too.
Oh! Dude, I'm not gonna burn my inspiration on that bullshit.
So I did. I burned it. Come on, old man. Somebody's got to keep you young.
As you guys race up and you break the clouds, it looks like you're on a completely different planet. As you raise up, there's a massive mechanical clock tower now in the middle of the cloud.
Histor?
There,
The fuck is this?
there are lights strung along lanterns that are strung along with rope, illuminating light. There are multiple structures, all very steampunk in nature. there are new buildings. Yours is still there in its area, in its capacity, Ruby. But it's like there's an entire neighborhood built upon this cloud.
Is the mushroom spire and the cat house still there?
Yeah, 100%.
Is there a red light now emanating over the cat house?
You don't gotta turn on the red light.
There's a light that can be easily replaced.
There's an option for it. Did somebody move in and redecorate everything? I'm confused. This is the right cloud, right? Did we?
And you look over, there's a public park bench that looks like, with several trees, and there's greenery up here now as well. As you can see, what is actually a long, red flowing hair, looks half elvish in nature, sitting there at the park bench. Looks like unfolding a small meal of charcuterie. A large book next to him, folded open, bookmark laying back out on the table.
Histor, pinch me. Did I die again?
It's just gonna reach out and pinch and turn.
Okay, no, that hurt. I'm alive.
It's still looking at what's going on with the same open jaw.
Go talk to it. You're good with other people. Push him a little bit. Go. Go. You're the nicest one of us.
Excuse me. I hate to I hate to pry you from your book. My name is Histor Faust. That's Ruby Shore. May I politely ask, who the fuck are you?
Thought you were the nice one.
He sets down one of the grapes before he's about to pop in his mouth and folds over the book. He stands up and you can see the long, slender legs. Very Victorian in dress. As a grin comes across his face, and it's almost the perfect jawline, the perfect facial features. You can see two big yellow eyes and a grin come across his face as his long red hair blows in the wind. And he reaches out and gives you a big hug.
It's just kind of got his arms out like, do I know you?
I'm sorry, Histor. Dad.
What?
It's good to see both of you again.
No.
Mother?
Don't call me that. I was at the best a nice person to you.
You were the one who created me.
Well, yes, but creating and like is different. That was the okay, it's good to see you. What is this?
Histor drops all of his guard and goes, "Baby boy!" And scoops him up underneath his waist, and just grabs him and spins him around. What is going on here?
I need a drink.
This isn't how we left you.
Mother,
just call me as you've
Ruby.
always called me. It's Ruby.
Ruby.
Yes.
It was Plenty of wine at the table.
Okay, perfect. I need all of it.
I quite like this form. It feels like me.
I know very little about dragons. Is this normal?
With my fucked up family, we'll just say that's yes.
It's actually quite normal.
Oh, just gonna unscrew the bottle of wine and just chug it straight out of it.
Dragons can assume, especially the most intelligent of ones, can assume humanoid form. You could completely unwillingly know that you have ever spoke to one.
I always knew baby Dante. I always knew he was a special boy. From the very beginning. I always knew he was a special boy.
I appreciate your confidence in me. It's interesting. I've been reading so much while I've been up here. Feels like for so long. It's a very odd to learn about how you should be, or what people expect you to be, based off of what you are, without ever really being. But don't worry about that. I'm glad you were safe. Kind of breathe easy a little bit.
Okay.
Wait,
Just gonna open up the second bottle of wine and start chugging that one.
Hold on. You're not taking this form just to be accepted, are you, Dante? This is truly
No.
who you want to be.
No, this is... I can... And he begins to slowly turn back in. And as he does, he slowly takes the form of a dragonborn. Just partially. And then back into his form. I can do what I want.
All right.
Sure you're not like Cheekios or Emmery's child?
Leave him alone, Ruby.
I'm just
He's
trying
become his
to-
own man. Look at him. Look at him.
He's grown up
Hold on.
faster than I have.
Standing here before us as what he wants to be.
I mean, I'm proud of you. That's awesome. You do that. You look great. You look happy and intelligent.
I never thought about the parables, but it is like divine intervention. You have to be my true mother. She and he leans in over to Histor's ear. I've read many stories of great leaders born from virgins.
Oh, God damn it.
Histor's gonna just instantly clasp his hand to his mouth and try to hide the chuckle.
He leans back over, making very clear and sure that you didn't hear that. Yes. Well, I shall procure more food from the inside for the rest of you. All need to rest.
Hey, Dante. I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of
Very
you.
proud of you.
I'm ecstatic that everyone is actually both alive and somewhat well.
No, you don't understand. In my past, I haven't told people what they needed to hear on how I felt. I want you to know I'm really fucking proud of you.
I wish I felt more accomplished, but I have
Look.
learned in reading that sometimes you just need to shut up and take a compliment. Thank you.
Well, while you're processing that, you just saved me, Cheekios, Harshnag, Kiki, Ruby, Valis, Emmery, and our new friend, the Jandar.
Oh,
That's
Jandar.
8.
Dante Alfonso. A pleasure to meet you.
It's 8 people that can thank you for still breathing on this plane right now.
You are very welcome, Histor. But you need to shut up and drink some ale as well. Take your own advice. Come. Come.
I'm gonna open up my 3rd bottle of wine and start drinking it.
Before she can drink it, I'm going to try and take it from her hands.
Are you serious? Are you really going to try to do this right now after what I've gone through?
We're going to strength roll off.
Fine.
I
I
look.
you
will
and
drink
I.
this bottle before I give it to you.
You ready? I'm rolling right now.
Okay, let's see what I got. Here, let me share. I'll share first. It's a nat one.
Oh yeah.
Swipe!
Oh. I remove that bottle from your hand and just
Still completely oblivious because I rolled a 1. I've already had 2 bottles of wine.
oh,
I
I'm not
feel
done
like
yet.
I'm drinking something. I go to bring it up to my face, and since there's nothing there, I'll just hit myself in the face.
I finished that bottle, grab one from the table beside you, open it up, and just put it in your hand.
I need this. Thank you. You said, by the way, something very nice to Dante. That was good of you.
Ruby, I made mistakes with all my children.
That's
I've
what
seen
it
that.
means to be a parent, isn't it? I've known no parent who is perfect, who has not done something to their child that gives them character development. It's fine.
But
Don't beat yourself up over that.
I live every day with the what if when it comes to Dominus. And I live every day with the what if when it comes to Dominus in my family. Because he's cost me Ciara, Tormund, possibly everything else I hold dear.
You know,
When I saw Dominus with whatever projection that was of Tormund, I told myself that I will never, ever let a moment go by where I don't give someone the credit they deserve. Because I was hard on all those kids. And I thought that was the way. And I thought that's what I needed to do. But maybe I was wrong. Maybe treating them like they were soldiers in my army was wrong. So I won't let a moment go by that I don't tell you, Emmery, Cheekios, Valis, Kiki, Harshnag, whoever, what they mean to me. That's my penance. I'll pay it gladly. And I'm proud of that little fucking dragon walking around with that red hair on this fucking cloud of what he's done to save us and become who he is. And I'm proud of you, a little potato thief on Nightstone.
well, thank you. You can start by taking a drink. I feel like I'm only here And I look like a loser being the only drunk person now.
Well,
Cheekios definitely grabbed some wine over the edge.
At this point, Emery's climbing up onto the cloud, panting and out of breath. What the fuck is going on here?
You know you can't treat him like a soldier, so you should probably start with complimenting him.
I was just like, what the fuck's happening?
He couldn't make it.
that's a good climb, Dad Bod. Come over here and have some food.
Let's see. Hey, you didn't have to hold the conch. It's hard fucking work.
What? It's one side and the other side. You put them together, we go someplace else.
Yeah, but they want to like keeping them apart. It's a lot harder than it looks.
Well, you know what? You got strong forearms because you've been single a long time.
Well, you know,
I get that joke.
a lot of wiping the counters, you know. Wax
Yeah,
on, wax off.
you call it whatever you want to call it.
Shining the wood, polishing the wood.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Where?
He's gonna hand him. He's gonna unscrew one of the bottles at the table and just hand it over to
He's gonna,
Emmery.
he'll take it. He'll take it and drink, but he's still gonna look around. But like, no. But seriously, what the fuck's happening here?
Oh. You know how much work that Histor's been doing and raising Dante to be a strong, important, and well thought out dragon?
He's not a fucking dragon.
This is what all Dante has done. He's been very busy while we've been gone.
But he has certainly been homeschooled because Histor wouldn't be able to teach him how to put his own fucking pants on.
That's true.
I had a similar problem with Tormund.
Emery's just gonna look around and be like, "Oh shit!" Just start drinking.
Yeah, you guys are currently seeing electricity for the first time. Not sure what to make of it.
Definitely thought it was just magic.
Yeah, you probably know none the wiser.
Just assuming it's magic.
Yeah. That was my world.
It's Emmery, but you haven't seen him yet. Histor,
Yeah.
am I no longer the most handsome man in this party?
He's gonna look. He's gonna look over at Cheekios. We'll just put it this way. I mean, you're the most handsome for your age.
I was thinking the same thing. Your age group.
No,
But that guy right there,
I can assume what. And I take my form and I take it like noticeably 10 years younger. I do it noticeably. I take my elvish form noticeably 10 years younger and a little bit smoother. My hair's a little bit more vamoosed, if that's a word.
you got a little more mayo in there.
Emery's gonna be watching Cheekios, and he's like, what are we doing here? And he's also gonna be aging himself backwards.
I feel like we should take all of you out, and we'll see which of you actually gets a date by the end of the evening.
I don't know what we're doing here. I just following along.
That will
It's
be the
just
sign.
gonna reach out and caress the chiseled jawline that is Cheekios' face and looks at him in the eye and goes, "That guy still fucks harder than you." And turns around and goes back to the table to grab more wine.
I turn myself back into an old goat man. I sit down.
Don't worry, I think you're very pretty.
I didn't let my dad bod stomach just flop back down.
I shake my little furry butt.
He looks at Emmery. You look okay.
We have learning a lot today, I see.
Kiki's gonna crawl up on the table. What is this? What do we have? She's gonna just start picking up everything, just like feeling it all. Can I eat this?
Eat it all.
Eat up, Buttercup.
Buttercup. I like that name. That's cute. She's
Can
gonna
I,
start digging in. She'll sit down like right in the middle of the table and start nibbling.
I'm gonna roll a perception. I want to see if there's any hollandaise on that fucking table. That's a dirty 20.
There's no hollandaise, but there is persimmon preserve. There is a fresh jar of honey.
Ooh.
And there is also like a fine ground German Dijon mustard, very acidic in its white wine vinegar content.
Where in the world did Dante acquire this? Is he now a beekeeper as well?
Histor's gonna grab the honey and the Dijon, and then whatever meat is on the table, dip it in between the two of them, and just pop it in his mouth. Oh.
Dante at this point is a mixture of somewhere of being left alone in a Starbucks and a library for way too long.
For reference, Valis is still on the ship.
Still
ordering skeletons to make repairs.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like you are in dry dock, right?
Yeah, he's fixing shit on the ship.
So good.
Yondar, by the way, is still here. He was making a portal to plane shift, but now he's just fucking astounded by what he sees.
Do you want to come sit and eat?
Can I see Yondar where I am? Is he up on the cloud level, or is he on the
he's
ship?
up on the cloud level.
Here, come sit over here. Histor, move over.
Histor's gonna scoot over and do his little double dip, one in the honey, one in the Dijon, and hold it over to Yondar and go, "This is the most fantastic fucking sausage pairing you'll ever have with this wine. Please join us at the table."
You realize that Yondar's mouth is longer wide than his head is actually tall. So yeah, as a massive fish man, as he comes and sits, it's kind of weird because he doesn't actually sit. He's just levitating there up above the bench. And he takes a chunk off of the grapes that's like a bundle of like 17 or 18 at the same time, just snaps it off, pulls it through like it's a buffalo wing.
Kiki is 100% impressed by that. She's just like watching, like, and she tries to do the same thing. She'll pick up the same amount of grapes and try to stuff them in her mouth and do the same thing.
You go for a straight chubby bunny.
Yes.
He's just gonna sit there with this double dip sausage in his hand as it starts to run down his fingers and go, "Well, you don't want this?"
Mister, I have something for you.
But you don't want this?
No, and Emmery, I have something for you as well.
It's just gonna get tired of holding it in his hand and just pop it in his mouth. And
What is it?
He unwraps 2 small squares of butcher paper that have been wrapped with twine, and he unravels them. You each have a piece of lemon cake.
Do it. Or is he gonna unwrap it and smell it and nibble in the corner real quick? And he's gonna look over.
Bonus points for anyone who actually remembers the shop, because I don't know.
I have it in my notes.
He's gonna look down. He's gonna look up. Look down. He's like, "I've had these before."
Emmery,
It's one of my first memories.
you know what that is, right?
Oh, I know what. You asking me if I know what it is? Do you know what it is?
No.
Oh, the glaze.
Because you shared it with me. That's from the Glazed Maze in Waterdeep.
Oh, I'm aware what it is.
Remember,
I'm not.
Pete the Baker was all about your shit.
Oh, listen, Pete and I are thick as thieves. That guy might as well be my dad.
He remembers all of you.
Wait, what do you mean? How he remembers all of us?
How the fuck did you get this?
I have procured most of my things from Waterdeep. They have merchants of all varieties there. It's where I've resupplied.
This is perfect because the ones in the bag of holding are not so good anymore.
Oh,
Wait, you still had his lemon cupcakes in the bag of holding?
Yeah, there's a couple left. We didn't have the time.
no!
You should probably throw those away.
Don't. There is a compost pile on the east end. Dispose of them there if you want.
What the hell's a compost pile?
Have you never farmed before?
Do I look like a farmer?
Emmery,
No, I take you for some sort of intelligent individual who knows that you need to give to the land what you take from it.
it will make a wonderful BLT. Just, it's a means to an end.
Shanti would fucking hate you.
I've read about her.
You have become more of an adult than any of us combined. None of us this entire time considered restocking this place.
Emery's got
Heck, these over here still poop everywhere.
Emery's got a face full of lemon cake. He's like, all right. I'll be moving with these guys.
Well, it's sometimes I've had some time on my hands, and it took me so long to figure out how to fly this thing. And he sits down next over to you, Ruby. He goes, "How did you learn so quick?"
Almost said, I just touched the ball.
On that note, go ahead, go ahead and take a break. I've been so wrapped up in this that
Okay, good. It gives me time to think. Something more intellectual sounding than I touched a ball. Nope.
Chad is out of control. Ban them all. Hey, you're stuck with him.
Oh my God, you called a break at the right time. I was literally like, all right, cool. I have 45 seconds. I can run into the house and use the toilet.
Yeah,
I was about.
I kind of forgot. That was like, oh shit. There's a whole nother big moment when you get up here.
Go ahead, dude. If you need to go.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, I got chat. Don't worry about it.
Glad you're enjoying it, Crix. I'll be right back.
Woo-wee! I'm actually glad to have an RP episode with the last month that has been in combat with this nonsense. I was afraid that we were going to wind up back down in the water and fighting Senegal. Dude, a month is a long time to wait to knock out the nonsense that's been happening in this campaign. Love you, Willow. Thanks for all your support week to week. You know, I appreciate it. Ridiculous. But it feels so right. I mean, this is the episode we needed. I can't believe Dante literally taking, humanoid form. Crazy. It's a nice toupee. Yeah, I wish, if I could, it would. Over the last couple of years, it's gone backwards, but, I blame my children for that. That's what happens. You sacrifice kids for hair. Thank God I love them. I was wearing it earlier. I mean, I can rock the Padres hat. If that's what makes you happy, you got it. Always blame the children. which is crazy because with everything that's going on right now, I'm literally going to have the children at the house until the 16th of April. It is March 13th, 2020 right now. That gives me a month and how many days? And I'm currently working from home now. Here's the best part. Now that I've got this studio built, I run the radio station from this point right here. So everything you hear on Alt 94.9 literally comes out of the same place you find me streaming out day in, day out. Where did my hair go? I've been asking myself that question a long time, but then I realized, oh, wait, hold on. My mom's dad was bald, and it's your paternal grandfather that decides your hair, which explains why all my cousins who are technically double cousins, because it's sisters married to brothers, not like this, but literally these two sisters married these two brothers. So all my cousins are double cousins and we all look alike, which is really fucking scary. I knew my hair was going to start disappearing at some point because they are all bald.
Okie dokie. Hello, old
Who's
man.
all bald?
Oh, all my cousins.
Oh.
Oh, I should say all my male cousins that are my double cousins.
The hell's a double cousin?
So the two sisters married the two brothers. So my family has two touch points. So all my cousins share more genetic makeup with me than any other cousin.
I guess that works.
When Mud laughs like, yo,
That's some Game of Thrones shit.
Sounds like incest, right?
Yep.
That's not normal.
I feel like I live close enough to Arkansas to make that call.
you're not wrong. It's been one of those awkward explanations my entire life.
Is your own? It's like Uncle Dad and Sister Mom.
I'm my own grandpa.
As long as they aren't
My
like
own
twins.
grandpa.
As long as they're not twins.
So
That's all that matters.
The arm gets it.
what? You lived to fight John C. Ben. What did he take from you?
Everything.
We don't really talk about that.
Everything and nothing. He took our friend Nightcock. He tried to take my life, though I willingly gave it up to try to save my friends.
I mean, technically, you try to take all of our lives.
And in all fairness, I tried to sacrifice myself first.
As Yondar pulls up his sleeves. He flexes out and he shows you the symbol of elemental evil. Before Malachar, there was Yon-Si Ben.
You had to work for that son of a bitch.
You really got the round.
3,000 years.
Fuck that air god. He's also the son of a bitch who seduced my eldest son. Caused the death of my wife. Breaking apart of my family. And it's exactly why I am on this fucking excursion. I'm gonna bring him back home. Yancy Ben gave him some godlike power to sail around on a piece of shit fucking buzzard that I'm pretty sure I threw into the fireplace.
He took your friend.
Took his life and gave his body away as a gift.
Giandar pours himself another glass of wine.
What if I told you I could bring your friend back?
Wait, is this a trick or one of those challenging wishes? Because he could, that could go very horribly wrong.
Ruby, I haven't been asked to sit down next to a table. And just enjoy the company of other people. A number that I far can't count. A number that I don't even know if it exists. I'm not asking you to use your wish I gave you. I am offering something new. I know what that man is capable of. I have served many vile individuals. Over the course of my life. There's no doubt in my mind that he is at the top. And by no means does this in any way take back the multitude of things that I've had to do in his name. But it's maybe just one day out of the year I can look down at my wrists and not feel bad about what I've done.
At this point, this has all of your attention. Cheekios, Ruby, Histor. You've heard this entire conversation.
I would like to give you not a bargain, but an actual gift.
A friend back. I didn't think that was possible.
Wishes the strongest forms of magic. This is why I am bound to them. They must be regulated. And now, as a freelance djinn, I choose to reward the company that has extended an olive branch to me and a new lease on life.
I'd be so grateful. I don't think I could have expected anyone to be able to offer us this. This isn't something we. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I'll be honest, if I hadn't heard Yonsei Bin's name, I was ready to leave immediately, because most of the time, if I am around man for too long, I end up in my own prison again. Like I said, I was going to wish myself away someplace far drier. And certainly not in a cloud castle, eating grapes and drinking wine. This is truly an extraordinary day. If you will let me, I would like to make a wish for your friend. I will give you a minute.
And he takes the rest of his wine and downs it. Go ahead and roll an insight check, everybody.
It's 10.
15.
18.
17 for Cheekios. He seems honest with his words. And he seems nervous, as if he's done something for the first time.
We can do this, right? Are we all okay with bringing him back?
Aren't wishes dangerous? What if he's not the same? Didn't you just warn us about the cost of wishes?
And by the way, he's walked away from the table.
Okay. Didn't he just warn us about the cost of wishes?
He did.
This isn't
Yeah.
a wish. This is a favor.
It's magic that he
Yeah, but he said the
controls.
strongest magic was powered by wishes.
It's true. It's still technically a wish. It is the magic, but I have never in my life have I ever heard of a djinn doing anything for anyone. This is truly a first. You see the sweat on his brow. He not even sure if he should do it.
I don't. I'm not doubting his intentions. I'm just. If there's a cost to it, what cost is that going to be?
It's
In what way will he be brought back to life?
from what I understand, it's the djinn that is usually doing the manipulation. That they want someone to stumble onto their own words, because they are forced, they are bound to that wishmaster. They've usually been taken in a forceful way. This is not us taking his lamp. It sounds like he would let us do exactly what we want. No tongue twisters, nothing. We just want our friend back, right?
I mean, how could we say no? Right? How could we possibly say no to bringing him back?
If we're talking about what I think we're talking about, even at a tongue twister, I'm willing to fight hell to have him back by our side.
As long as there are zero strings attached, this is not us owing anything. I don't know if we could pay a debt like that back.
I just don't know if it's what Nightcock would want. Some things are supposed to, death is supposed to be death. I mean, even look at Valis. He's not quite alive.
But
death does not have to be final.
Nighthawk can die when he is done with Yonsei Ben. If he wants to die, he can die then. That's the last thing she told us when we were at that inn. That's what he went and set off to do. Because he felt it was more important than anything else.
I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but you think he's paying some sort of penance for having a hand in what he did to Nightcock?
I don't think he was in the service at the same time.
But you did grant him the power.
He's been working for Malachar for many years now. I don't think these overlap. I think he was in the service for Yonsei Ben before we were ever alive.
I think in Histor, let me know if I'm wrong, he gave Yonsei Ben the ability and this power in his service, and so any damage that Yonsei Ben does, he takes responsibility for that.
But this is him paying that back. If he can give us Nightcock back, fuck the rest of it.
Even if he brings Nightcock back and he brings him back to life, his body's not here. Where will he be?
With her.
That I do not know.
So she can kill him again?
If he is wished back into existence, he could appear before us. He could appear on a different plane. It could be many things. I think he has the ability to not leave him in the grasp of our enemies.
But we don't know.
Well,
we could trust him. The implementation is up to him, right?
And I am with Histor in this. And this will sound very Cheekios of me, but I am willing to try to bring him back again, even if he is killed again. But that shot is worth it, no?
Let me ask you this. To play both sides. If he is not the same, for whatever reason, are you willing to be the one who puts him back down? That is the real potential cost.
If he is not Nightcock, then we will take care of business.
Ruby, if we can have Nightcock before us, like we have Valis, who's still down on that ship, being the fucking muscle wizard that he is, I would give my own life to bring him back.
I'd be very careful paying that price.
If you all want to do this, as always, I'll stand with you, but I don't know if we're ready to pay the price that might come with this. We don't know what it is, and we can't be entirely sure that it will work the way we think it will, and so this may come down to just our selfishness.
Emmery,
It's
you can speak to that more than any of us.
That's why I am speaking to it.
it is fine to be selfish. What is wrong with wanting and getting what you want? If we want him back, then let us ask.
I think it is worth the shot. Emily, I appreciate your concern. I think it is a valid point. But like most things, I think this is a risk that is worth taking.
Then I'm with you.
Shall we do this?
Let us make the ask.
Let's do this.
Jen, come back over. We have made our decision.
He's been making small talk with Dante over the side, and they both come over.
Just know we will not be able to pay this back. This is
It's just not the usual master-djinn relationship. This is of my own free will and accord. Dante is wide-eyed, sipping a small cup of coffee at this point. This is what you seek.
Yes.
I will restore life back into your friend. Is this what you want to do?
Can he be brought here? His body is not in a safe spot.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, we want him back.
Emmery's gonna nod, but he's gonna put a hand on his sword.
Hey then. Jin begins to close his eyes, and you could feel it for a second. It's like all of a sudden it's like you're beginning to have a piercing headache for just a second, but it goes away. You can feel that he's literally in your head, as he seems to be fetching the memories of your long lost friend.
It's
Begins
terrifying.
casting this spell. Holding both of his hands in place, you guys see the last image that you saw of him in Linamraw. And then all of a sudden it darts back. you see an image of Nightcock in his own plumage in a jail cell. And it cuts away.
What are we seeing? You have to explain. You have to tell us.
I don't know what to say.
What?
Your friend is not dead.
What do you mean he's not dead? I held his body.
I thought we were getting him. What did you see?
Your friend is not dead. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Where is he? What did he do with him?
Unsee Ben has him.
Where?
In his palace.
This can't be right. I've seen his body.
He is alive.
So Yancy Ben's a liar. Just as much as he is a fraud.
No.
Presenting Sansuri with a bullshit fucking prop when he has our friend locked up in his dungeon.
Friends, I have only minutes before I must leave. This is unfortunate. You will know where I am, and I cannot compromise your location. If you're familiar with scry magic, it's essentially what I have just performed. I owe you one last favor before I leave. I will enter his mind, and I will find out the truth for you.
Thank you.
Thank you for what you've done here today. I hope that we can see each other again. And he wipes away some glassy eyes. He will come after me. You will not know where to look first.
Then run.
I intend on it.
Run to us.
And he
We'll kill that fucker for you.
He closes his eyes. A tear runs down his cheek as he begins to cast another spell that opens up a portal. And he's concentrating with one hand out as he backs up into it. Thank you. Thank you for everything. As he exits back out through, you see images in your head. You see two birds that look very much like Nightcock. You see Windvane. You see Nightcock embracing what looks like his twin brother. You see Yancy Ben. You see Nightcock exchanging Windvane for his brother. And then you see the air elementals place the manacles and the chains on him. And you see Yancy Ben kill Nighthawk's twin brother in front of him. With Windbane. And the image cuts back out. I don't even know what to say.
Should we all just see that?
Yes.
Our friend's alive. He has even more reason now than he did before. So when I kill that son of a bitch who he set out to hunt.
Now we know why he needed to leave. We would have never let him.
Fuck this wind god. Let's go kill this motherfucker and take our friend back.
And that's where we'll Since we're probably going to have about 30 minutes of unpacking.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Don't go anywhere. Don't fucking go anywhere right now. Because honestly, until you started to describe exactly what the fuck was going on, I had no idea who Ruby was talking about. This friend from her past. And wow.
You guys made an interesting moment for it to manifest, so I allowed you to have the decision. If so,
if we had decided not to, what we found out once we eventually, 200 episodes from now, stormed Yanzi Ben's castle.
Yeah.
We'd have to wait that long.
Yes. I have had that agreement with Nighty since then. He has known the entire time.
God.
Nice.
I mean, that's awesome, but
Now, what Nighty didn't know was there was a potential for him to try to break back out and steal Windvane back. So there could have been 200 episodes from now where Nighty showed back up with Windvane.
Whole bodied and ready to fuck.
Yeah. But
fuck things up. Or
you
fuck
you
whatever.
guys have serious magic now. You brought up the right things around a person whose backstory that you don't know.
Yeah, it was nice to an NPC for once.
Yeah. I know. I'm honestly, to God, I thought this guy was just gonna get killed. And he's got to be so much more.
Oh god.
So it was a time for a perfect audible that if you guys chose, you could find out. Yeah, he's been in on it the whole time. No, I did not make him roll for his fate. I never made him roll. I never made him roll for his fate. That's a lie.
Liar.
I created his story and gave the purpose. And I told him that. We went over it and I said, would you go and try to save your brother? I said, yeah. All right. Would you eat Windvane one more time?
Yeah, of course.
He was like, yeah, I would do that. And I said, well, Jan Simon's gonna kill your brother. And that's what he did. He killed his twin brother. in front of him.
That to Sansuri.
And gave that to Sansuri as his gift, the holder of Windvane.
I'm beginning to think that Nighthawk doesn't care that much about Windvane. He just gets rid of it all the time.
The yeeter of Windvane.
The
Does he
eater
not
of Windvane.
understand how important it is?
I throw it. I give it away.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Well-
the Yeater of Windvane, Nighthawk!
Once you started to stack up on wishes, I'm like, there's a matter of time where this probably just gonna come out anyway. Because that's usually what people try to save up for in the end. They try to bring back someone who's dead. Because it's one of the only ways you can do it.
Maybe I was basing all my wish-making thoughts around what I learned in Aladdin. I just assumed you can't bring people alive, you can't make people fall in love with you, you can't ask for more wishes. Like, those are the 3 rules that genies have. Right? In my head, I'm like, oh yeah, the rules of Aladdin is the same in every game.
Looks like we're getting a bunch more wishes in.
Listen, I have 2 wishes. I don't know what wishes you guys have. I've got my sword wish and I have the djinn wish.
Histor doesn't
What
wish
does
for
that mean?
wishes. He wants vengeance.
Mm.
Can wish for that.
Yeah, and it's gonna be tough because in the back of your head, you're headed towards the disturbance and the ordinary.
Yeah, I'm really scared. I don't like this pressure of coming up with wishes. Because if something goes wrong, it's all my fault.
I mean, you got the wish sword, you got all the wishes. I mean, when it comes to wishes, you're the one in charge.
Yeah, but it's just so good that I'm so wise.
Mm-hmm. Over the course of the week, people are gonna find out that Nighthawk is still alive, which is gonna be crazy.
I can't wait.
So nobody go out there and spoil it. Don't write it in the Discord.
Yeah.
Don't tweet it out. Don't ruin this spoiler for people.
No one messaged Nighty and tell him he's going to be a part of.
No, I'm
Never
gonna
mind.
message him and be like, "What the fuck, ma'am?"
Oh yeah, totally mess. He'll get a hoot that it finally. It's been a lot of episodes in between that pact that we made.
Yeah,
All right, let's
he's
see.
probably forgotten. Does he even know who we are now?
But it's also a story that puts him conveniently back in whenever you finally confront Yancy Ben again. Your friend
he's
could be there for it.
I'm
He was
really
awake
worried.
at 3 a.m. East Coast time.
Yeah.
Son of a
I'm really
bitch.
worried that, like, oh, Nighthawk can't
'Cause-
actually
'cause
make it
I'm
here,
that
so you're gonna
fucking
bring him
guy.
in front of us and then kill him right away in front of us because Nighthawk can't come back. We're gonna give you really great character motivation. Nighthawk better make it back.
Thanks for taking Devil's Advocate, Emmery. You always do a good job of that,
That's
so that
true.
there's a good round table.
Yeah, Emery's had to learn to be the devil's advocate because everyone else is crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
Fair.
Yeah.
Cheekios will do anything to experience it. So like, there's, he's a don't knock it till you've tried it 14 times kind of guy.
Mhm.
Emery keeps getting slapped with consequences. It's making him cautious.
That's just the way it is.
My head is still blown. Just like I have no head right now.
Oh, that makes me happy. Yeah, there's Dante is moonlighting as Alucard.
Yeah, to come back and Dante is this handsome young man. What the heck? Was the maturest one out of our entire group.
Just built a small city section for him up on this cloud.
In my free time.
Oh,
I just built a city.
He's been hanging out in Waterdeep. He's a well-read young man now. Even remembers sentimental gifts.
Good grief.
it kind of puts everything in perspective because it feels like everybody else has grown up around us except for us. We feel
It's true.
we feel like we're the ones over here like parsing open goblin buttholes still for coins.
It's been a long time since we've done that.
That's just true. And the rest of the world has grown up around us.
Yeah, to be fair, that was mostly Nightcock.
True. He was the A number one bun checker.
So, you think he's enjoying himself in prison or not?
What do I think?
With that being his history. I mean, he likes to get into that butt.
I'm sure the air elementals definitely clapped those cheeks before he went in. No doubt about it. Yeah, he's got some serious brooding going on, for sure.
He's alive.
He's alive. You know that King Hecaton has been missing. You now have a way to get into the Storm Giant's castle and the palace below the Maelstrom.
We just have to figure out Senegal.
If we just kill everyone on Earth, then he won't have any followers, and then he'll die. Done.
Einhorn is Finkel, and Finkel is Einhorn.
We still have his eye. I don't know what we're gonna do with his
We
eye.
just take Windbane and chuck it into the core of the Earth.
If
All I
you
gotta
eat
say
it one more time.
is-
Problem solved.
Say hello to Mr. Kanish.
Place is out.
Hmm.
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 Hmm. Hmm.
Big decisions to make.
Yeah. Hmm. There's just so much. Like, we went through a lot. Our enemies have kind of rearranged a little bit. They're there, but they're just the war field has moved, and I'm not sure what our strategy is anymore.
Oh,
Well,
and by the way,
next.
you've leveled up. You're level 13.
Thank God.
Oh,
13.
let's go.
You guys are level 13 now.
And on that note, see you next week. I gotta tool my character up.
Yeah. Good episode. Felt
Level
good to just get
13.
back.
So high. Be level 20 soon.
You'll need it for your goals.
Once I'm level 20, I'm unstoppable.
Action Zach over on Twitch. Sounds like shit just got real.
100% it did.
Now that we're lucky 13.
Playing RuneScape. I hope I see battle. Not this episode. This is all we've been in battle for 4
a
weeks.
goddamn month.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, we were in roleplay for a month before that.
Yeah.
So, swings both ways.
To be honest, earlier in the game, I thought our big debrief afterwards was going to be about Senegal turning green and this fighting of the two monsters within the one monster. I think that was really fascinating. Of course, then we had the whole Nighthawk issue, which just blows everything out of proportion as to what matters. But I just don't want to pass over that because I thought that was a really cool way that wish was manifested.
Yeah, it's two people in the same competing, no less.
Mm-hmm.
And now Malachar is ahead. But will he always be ahead? And who are if Malachar is now him, then Senegal has no followers at all because Malachar has been in charge of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So how does Senegal get followers back?
He doesn't.
He's still an old god. He can still as Histor knows, he can still speak and invade the space of others' minds. But now he has a lot of work cut out for him if he's trying to compete with the person who is in his body.
Mm. Yeah, lots of different ideas around that. That's cool, though. That's really cool, both existing.
It was tough to figure out how, because I needed risk within it. Like, because obviously Yonder was not going to let him just, nope, he's just the Kraken now. He's killed the other guy. No, he's going to, how do I make this difficult? And I kind of spit the wish out before I thought about it.
You're like, oh, dang it.
So I was like, okay, well, I said, I wish to be Senegal. All right. Well, you are Senegal now. Now you're stuck, both of you, inside the same Kraken form.
Oh, so there's a war going on between them.
Yeah, it's a literal war between them, and Malachar is stronger because he has more followers.
Does this mean that they roll disadvantage on concentration?
There's gonna be some crazy mechanics come out of that.
Whose wisdom are you using?
And yes, Action Zach. The whole running joke is that we named his username on Mixer was Nighthawk, and we called him Nightcaulk, Caulk, and that's what his name ended up being. So yeah, it sounds like we say Nightcaulk the entire time.
Yep.
Because we do.
Yes, we do.
Basically.
I can see that as hard to understand when you show up on episode 50.
51.
51. Yeah. A whole bunch of hours in between there. But we'll leave that mind fuck for you guys and catch up with you guys next week.
Oh boy, here we go.
Be good to each other. Wash your hands for 20 seconds. Love you.
No hugging.
Oh. Leaving that VOD out.
See you later.